like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And oh god, it's still happening. Picard's still happening, and it's just awful, right? That first episode was a huge kick in the balls because it was Star Trek. I saw Star Trek for about 40 minutes. It was fantastic. I like Rios. I like him on as a captain smoking his cigar on the bridge, which seemed a bit weird. I mean, you could do that in a real Star Trek. You know, he could be a holographic cigar. I genuinely liked him as a captain. I thought he was a cool captain. I liked I liked all of that shit, okay? Because I like Star Trek, okay? I like Star Trek, which is why I turned up screen TV to watch Star Trek! But no. What do I get instead? Do I ever get actual Star Trek? Well, for one episode that they tickled my balls with, right? One episode, they tickled my balls and gave me Star Trek, and then it just gets weird. Now we're in 2024, and there's so much. Yeah, here we spent 2 episodes of Star Trek Immigration, where essentially extreme left-wing people writing it bemoaned the results of extreme left-wing policy in places that have only had left-wing people. And I want to say left and right, it doesn't mean anything, right? It means they're always bad to each other, okay? But it has to be. These ones are particularly dumb. So they were bemoaning the results of left-wing policy, which is devastation and misery, and say, look what the Orange Man has done. No. There's just completely disconnected from reality. So we had that for a couple of episodes. Then for a couple of episodes, we had Ocean's 11, where it's Picard's great-great-great-grandmother who's the key to everything. And they had to like break her in, break into a party, and again it was Ocean's 11 for a couple of episodes, and then what else happened? Then he went into Picard's mind, and they set up this really stupid subplot with his mother, who was doing something or other. I can't remember, what was it? But they intimated that she was kidnapped by the Borg or made on the Borg. Turns out she was just nuts, just bonkers. Not really the best episode to highlight mental ill health, I would say. That probably didn't make anybody suffering from any genuine mental illness feel that happy about themselves. No. And now we're just like, just wrap it. Oh, now we're into the X-Files. This episode is the X-Files, right? With the guy from the show The Shield, not Michael Chiklis. The supporting actor who was good in The Shield, man. And it's nice to see him again. He fits in this role well. But it's the X-Files. It's the X-Files in Star Trek. Why can't they write Star Trek, okay? I don't mind the X-Files. I want Star Trek. How freaking hard is that? Apparently, it's impossible. It's an insurmountable task. Fine. Before we get into the review, can you hit the like, share, and subscribe button? I don't know if I made this joke before. I probably did, right? Here's where we are with Picard as it kind of winds down. We've kind of got 1 week to go. No, after this, we've got 2 more weeks to go. I got 2 weeks ago of it, and then Strange New Worlds is starting. Maybe that'll be good for an episode, okay? Maybe we'll enjoy that for an episode. Then, there's no good Star Trek again. But isn't the Orville coming back soon? Yes, that'll give me some Star Trek, please. Like, share, subscribe. Oh yeah, I can't remember making this joke, but now as we're running towards the end of the season, it is not reaching a climax. It's more like I would say something like Patrick Stewart's erection. It's not a bold, frightening edifice reaching into the sky. It's something that has to be slowly and gently massaged back to sleep, and we're in the massaging back to sleep section of Star Trek. And yeah, speaking of massaging back to sleep, the least convincing couple in Star Trek history has to be, absolutely has to be, and this is less convincing than the blobby version of Susan George, whatever her name was, in The Cage, who ended up with Captain Pike. That one, right? Her and Captain Pike. More unbelievable than that is Raffi and 7 of 9. I mean, firstly, did you get any gaydar off 7 during Voyager? I didn't. Well, really, I was too busy just staring at her, hoping they were going to do some stuff in slow motion with her. Oh, do you remember when they first put her on in that spandex silver outfit? I'm like, I don't know about the show, but I think I might like it. Anyway, yeah. So we got a little bit of that. We have Dr. Girardi fabulous cleavage, right? It's actually a fabulous cleavage wrapped around a mediocre character. Her fabulous cleavage does wobble in and out of you this episode as they impersonate Terminator. Why can't they just do Star Trek? Right? How about that for an idea? Oh, you impersonate X-Files, you impersonate Ocean's 11, you impersonate Terminator. What about Star Trek? We did that for an episode. No. You know what it's like? Okay, I'll tell you exactly what this is like. Have you seen the first season of Red Dwarf? If not, go and watch it. It's awesome, right? The first season of Red Dwarf, it was very grey. Like, the set was just, everything was grey. It was by the BBC set department. They don't know what they're doing, really. Everything was just grey. And Doug Naylor and, what's his name? Was it Doug? It was Grant Naylor and Doug, whatever. The two guys say, can we put some more colour in there? They said, yeah, no problem. And then they put in this little, set of red tapes in the background. And they're like, where's the colour? And they're like, we put it right there. And you're like... So what they did for the second season, and that's basically like the Kurtzman people saying, oh, you gave me Star Trek, it was one episode, why are you complaining? And that was very much like, them putting just the one tiny red thing in the background. When they did the second season, they took £100, which isn't that much money, and went to a pound store and just bought a bunch of stuff and decorated the set with it. Worked a lot better. Is the fix for Star Trek going to be quite so easy? I don't know. Wouldn't it be great for Star Trek to come back, though? Oh, man, I really enjoyed watching a Star Trek motion picture in 4K. That 4K trans was incredible. And the next one I'm going to check out is Wrath of Khan. If the motion picture was as incredible as it was in 4K, how good can Wrath of Khan be? I'm really, really excited to see it. But, you notice I'm not talking about Star Trek Picard right now because... really, that's basically my idea. Who gives a shit about this garbage? That's why I'm talking about things I actually like, which is real Star Trek. But our time in the sun is over. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. All these things are fan-dabby, double-dozy. I did this on my live stream on April 28th, Thursday, April 28th. When I was off my main channel, so you probably didn't see it because nobody people did, right? Go check it out. Actually, don't need to check it out. You got the video right here. That was really dumb advice. Don't go check it out. Just stay right here. Much better view because I'm gonna after you hit the like button, the share button, the subscribe button. All these things are great. And comment. And if you're trying to think what to comment, go. Oh, Tzvi, you're so handsome and brave. I feel lesser in front of you. I understand if you do. It's a normal reaction. I get that a lot. Like, share, subscribe, comment, sign up to my Substack, sign up to my paid Substack. Yeah, I know it costs money. But do that in it. Oh, and do you get enough stuff for it? No, not really. It's kind of like my Patreon. Like, share, subscribe, comment, Substack, all those things are fan-freaking-tastic. Which is very much unlike Star Trek Picard. Season 2, Episode 8, Mercy, which clearly Paramount Plus has none of. It's not Star Trek. This week, it's kind of a weird mix of the X-Files. It's very, very heavily influenced by the X-Files. Weirdly. X-Files with... X-Files mixed with a bit of Terminator. Okay. X-Files, Terminator, This Is Us, and... is there any other... X-Files, Terminator, This Is Us. Is there any other plot thread going on? I don't know. So fine. Previously on Star Trek. All right, I forgot where it started off. So fine, this is an X-Files episode, right? So we start off with this weird pre-credit sequence. Somebody's running through the woods. Oh, scary! Help! I don't know what's going on. Who is this? Help! And then somebody's looking at them, and now it's in freeze frame. I can see who it is. But they cut off too quickly that you can't see on the TV show. So then cut back to they're in the basement, whatever. They're in this holding cell, about to be interrogated. And in walks the guy from The Shield, right? Who is clearly put on. It's been a many years since Shield, but he's very much exactly the same character, right? Although he does have super technology to help him solve crimes. This guy, he literally has super technology to help him solve crimes. So he's so he comes in, they start talking, and he wants to know, like, are they human? And they start laughing. Of course I'm human. Well, actually, a robot. So that's interesting. I see your species understands humor and laughing, right? And then they work out, wait a minute. We're in the basement. Nobody can see you. That camera's not even working. Nobody cares about you. Nothing, like, I could do whatever I want and no one's going to know. That's not good news, right? That's not good news. So he wanted to know why they were trying to why they're interested in what they're planning to do to the Europa launch, right? So he knows they've been around. Like, what are you trying to do with the Europa launch? So then we have the crappy titles that go on, thankfully, a long time. You know what? It's good. The titles go on for a long time. It's good. So I have less that I need to cover, right? It's a moron piece of shit. So fine. So we have the X-Files starting off. Then we have the lesbian lovers, the completely convincing lesbian lovers of 7 of 9. Rios, who was not a lesbian, and Raffi. Oh, they love each other so much. They're such the perfect couple. So the Rios are freaking out. There's a bug. Hey, caramba! There'll be a bug queen free roaming the streets of 2024 LA. Ah, caramba! They're not good. And Seven's like, yes, I understand. So they're like, well, we're trying to work it out. So she's like, I said, wait a minute, why don't I just ask this guy? I said, do you know where I could find where the woman who did this? Could you help me find her? And I think he probably does, right? Fine. So then what is it? So then he brings out this tablet and he says, in this insane database they have, we did facial recognition and found out you're also at this part. There's no central database, right? And there's a picture of all his friends, right? There's no central database. Is it like, what the hell? And so what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, so there's a magical database where everybody can be found. That's how they find out he's at the Euro party. So Guinan tries to, like, well, what? Why are you interested? What's going on with you? It's like, it's not going to work. I'm an FBI man. And then he says, and also, because I noticed that you've got an injury, that you must have got that from an IV. You can't go to a hospital. You must have gone to like a private, like an underground clinic. And then what happened? Oh yeah, fine. Well, I think we come back there later. So anyway, meanwhile, Soja has found out that she's a clone or whatever. Going through all of Dr. Zoom's logs. She looked so much hotter last season, right? What happened to her? They run her through like a desexifying beam. It's so weird. Oh yeah, so this is the stupidest thing ever. Oh my god. So okay, this is sci-fi written by dumb chicks. I mean, it really is. Oh, let's see who wrote this. Let me look this up. Star Trek Picard episode guide. Gene Picard. Do you remember that was when Q was fun? All right, that was when Q was fun. Remember those days? We go to the Wikipedias. Wikipedia. God, I can't believe I got another season of this. So it's written by, here we go. Written by Idiot Chicks. This is Cindy Appel and Christine Byer. Right, exactly. Correct. Although Christine Byer was actually a real novelist, wasn't she? What happened with you? Oh, she wrote for Discovery. They must have taught her how to be shit, right? So then it says, I'm watching this video. I got to get in there myself and see what's going on. So she puts on this magic VR headset. And it says, computer, extrapolate a three-dimensional image from 2D. And they're like, you doing that? And she can walk around there and see what's going on. But as she's looking around, Q appears. It's not really Q. It's a rogue program Q put in. That, hi, I'm Q. I put you here for when you found me. Said, you can find out the truth. I'm here to set you free. And John Delancey is always great whenever he's in anything, right? I do like a bit of John Delancey. 1 second. He tells us that she's been grown, and he has the key to the prison, right? He has the key to a prison. He can let her out, right? You just got to be prepared to take it. He goes to a 3D printer, and then it opens up this. Gives her a box with inside has the freedom written there in this little vial, right? So meanwhile, Raffi and Seven tracked the Bull Queen. The guy told him that Girardi left with a big guy with a beard, right? Big guy with a red beard. Oh, boom! There you go. If they find him, dead as a door now. Yeah, it's written by idiot chicks. It really is. Oh no, Dive is dead. What are we gonna do, right? So Rabbi keeps saying, "Oh, you need to be able to think like a Borg. You used to be a Borg. Think like a Borg." And she gets kind of pissed off and screams, "Oh, you're being so manipulative. The man's dead. Oh no!" And then she's like, "Wait a minute, that's his phone. What happened?" And it looks like she's drunk the battery, right? So the battery apparently has these metals in it that they put in for when they assimilate you, right? To help you accept the assimilation a bit better. It's kind of the same as if you're raped in prison. If they're very nice, they may rub some liquid soap on their dick before they violate you in the most horrible way possible. You know, same sort of thing. So then we go over here and we see all these cars being disabled as Girardi eats all the batteries, whatever metal from there, right? It's like, I'm gonna get you, and then she sees her here, and we get a nice boob shot. There's quite a lot of nice Girardi boob shots going on, and this must be a stunt because this is kind of cool. This is where we're in Terminator territory. Dun 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 dun. Again, nice bit of boobage. Well done. I would have watched the Terminator. Dun 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 dun. And boom! And she kicks the phaser out of the hand and hits Seven. Goes, whoa! I'm so strong. Boing. Then grabs Raffi, and I'm like, yes, kill Raffi. The world will be better without Raffi. This is good, right? This is good. But inside her voice says, no, it shall not be. I do not let. No. So he puts her down and storms off. Still looking much hotter than she did when she was good. I'm very happy about this. Meanwhile, what's going on? So now they're taking Guinan to another cell. Not Guinan, fake Guinan to another cell, and he's going to work on Picard all on his own, right? All on his own. I'm going to work over Pops here. So he said he worked out that he got that IV from a backstreet clinic, and he said, "Oh look, who was arrested there? The same guy who we saw at the party. I know everything because I know everything. I'm just too clever." Right. I am everything. Fine. So now they get rid of fake Guinan. Right. And then we went to check over there and look what we found. You're bad. How long will it take a tech boy to sort this out? Meanwhile, on La Serena, little Mikhail or whoever he is. But he works on the ship, and then he says, "Hey, you want something to eat? I want cake. Oh, have cake." They take the cake, and he's very happy about having cake. And we get this weird romantic scene, which is kind of awkward and strange. It goes on forever. It's like, I think you're doing well, you're saying, with pretend we're married, right? Now it feels like a business partnership. Okay, they wanted to pretend they're married and that she's cheating on her husband. This is just weird, right? I don't like this at all. And again, I like this actor. I would love to see him be a captain like he was in the first episode. That was great. He was good then. I liked he had a nice swagger to him. Then mommy calls her mummy about the kiss, but she goes back and goes, "Nah, give me a bit of tongue kissing." Meanwhile, he keeps working on Picard. He's like, you're gonna break here. Nah, I mean, his jacket's off. He's the one who's like sweating. Picard's like, I'm fine. But okay, meanwhile, Guiner's in another office. This is why they have to separate her. Because, Q appears, right? So, you're Q? I said, of course I'm a Q. And so I had to come and see this way because he doesn't have his power anymore. His power's going away. He doesn't really understand it. Like, you can snap and he cut, nothing happens. So he's having to manipulate instead, right? And he's like, this is the weirdest thing. So this is why. Oh, I'm on the next. Yeah, let's go to the next one. On the slides, we go over here. Right. So he's saying, he basically confirmed that Q is dying, and that's why that he needs to see Picard. He needs to see how they. They said the trap is the Ivy trapped him back here in this time. He said the trap is immaterial. It's how they break out the trap that's very important to me, right? And then then with that cryptic note, he leaves. Meanwhile, in clearly Alex Kurtzman's house, Dr. Soon comes home and finds Soji. Corey, right? And says, like, what's going on? She confronts him with everything. Says, you don't love me, you just love your work. He's like, no. And he starts telling her everything, like, there's been a bunch of them. Most of the first 16 died in the first day. Then one lasted for like 4 years. And I didn't think it would last this long, right? And of course, he said, of course I love you, right? Where we go? Where is it? So of course I love you, and he's clearly lying, right? Because he loves himself, right? And so she's taken the cure, and so she walks out. Dun, dun, dun. So no, you'll burn up. And I said, no, I see freedom. I've taken it. Now I'm free from you forever. And he's very mad. He's losing his work, and she walks away. Angry Dr. Sung. Okay, so now they're still chasing Girardi. And they're trying to work out what to do. So they scan. At some point they scan the phone. They scan the phone to be able to work it out. Oh yeah, and she says, it's terrible you call me manipulative, right? Sorry you call me. So then we have this. It's just really like this. You don't know what's going on. Suddenly, Elnor, what's his name? Elnor. Romulan boy, right, shows up. Romulan boy shows up, and what's going on? And so we have this scene where Raffi is being a crack whore, and he's thinking of going back to the planet Vashti to help. He's been asked to call, oh God, oh, this is so shit. God, God, my head! Fine, I can keep doing this, right? I can do it. Yeah, he said he'd been asked to go back to Vashti, which apparently came from or whatever. And he might delay his year in academy, and then it's really like very obvious. Like, well, you could do that if you want, I guess, right? We could do that, I guess. Oh, is there any mods here? Can they try and get rid of the spam bot block user? Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. I can do that. There you go. Look at me all by myself. And yeah, so basically she like totally manipulates him. Is that got another one? Take him out, hopefully. Oh, error occurred. Block user. Oh well, what can I tell you? I think I blocked them all. Maybe that's why there's a ghost one appearing. Can I delete that? Put user in timeout. Let's try that. Okay, now he's gone. Yeah, and he's like, oh, I feel bad I did that. I'm manipulative. Yeah, we know. You're also a crackcore, darling. Really? And also, there's no way in a million years that you are shagging 709. Okay? I'm sorry. It's just not happening, mate. So Dr. Sung is all dejected. Oh, they get a lead on whatever, Girardi. He's all dejected. I'm sad. And then in walks Girardi and says, I assume I don't have to explain to you, their resistance is futile. Something like that. Fine. There we go. Okay, so then this keeps going on, and suddenly there's like lights flicker, it goes weird, and she like mentally tells Picard, humans always live in the past, past. Humans live in the past. And I said, maybe what was that? Because I don't know. We live in the past, right? So then he starts talking to him about what's driving him. Like he wouldn't have worked out this before. Like, why are you doing this? What's going on? You know, this has been your whole life. You've been looking for this, right? So what's the motivation? Now we get back to that first scene. He's in the wood looking for his doggy, and he finds a bunch of Vulcans on Earth for some reason doing some shit, right? And they see, and he sees him, runs away, and the Vulcan comes, and he goes to mind meld with him. He's like, he pushed his fingers into my brain. I don't know what happened. Then he beamed up in the middle, right? So it didn't work. And he's like, he was trying to kill me. Like literally drilling his heels in me. I said, was it more like this? Like, and he says, no, it was a Vulcan. He was trying to mind meld with you so you wouldn't be suffer this way all your life. Sorry about that. No worries. So now he's very happy. He's like, we need your help. We're here from the future. We need your help to save the galaxy. Okay, I'm not even joking. He's like, okay, fine. Fine. Back on La Serena. Rios, transporter offline. He's found the Borg code have infected the transporters. Oh no! Well, that doesn't mean they could just like change people on board. When you transport, they just reorganize you to be a Borg. That's the easiest way to convert somebody, isn't it? They don't know why they don't do it that way. So anyway, Guinan comes in and visits. She talks about Picard, talks about Q, and say, well, what's going on with Q? They come up to the conclusion that humans are always able to to evolve beyond impossible situations. Like they're able to understand death and evolve beyond death. So that's why that's basically what he's putting Picard through this. So to see how Picard will get out of this, because that way he will learn how to get out of dying, I think. Meanwhile, he's been fired. We're never seeing him again. It's a shame. Well, a reasonably good actor. Same thing with Discovery. They had that one actor in it who wasn't bad. And he's like, yeah, well, now I'm going. My story's over. Goodbye. And they say goodbye, I guess. So anyway, he's coming telling he was fired because he's been chasing aliens all his life, and now this was bringing him in was the last straw. That's funny. Meanwhile, Girardi Bull Queen work together. Wants her access to satellites. They're so slow. And she still has a very nice cleavage. I think we should see more of the cleavage. Excellent, good cleavage. And nice bit of leg as well. Fine. Oh yeah. So she tells him that Picard's here to change the future. If Rene Picard goes up on the what's it called again? The Europa mission. She'll make a discovery that makes his work obsolete, and he will die alone, and nobody knows who he is. However, if she doesn't do that, she won't make that. She won't. If she doesn't go on a mission, she won't make the discovery, and your discovery ends up changing the world, saving the world. So essentially, you remember in the future, you see. Do I want to wrench you? How do I do this? I can't do it from here. I have to go on to next time I'm on. Next time I see a comment or something, I'll see if I can wrench you that way. But maybe I'll try off this. So anyway, the point of this is so you remember those screens that saved the Earth and the future? He invented those screens. That's why we saw like a baby version of those, right? So he's like, so he has to stop Picard, or his life's going to be meaningless and worthless. And if he does stop Picard, he'll be famous forever and have everything he always wanted. He's like, well, that seems like a fair deal to me, right? So now Picard, they work out that the Bull Queen is going to come and attack the ship. They got to go and defend it. Otherwise, she's going to use that to assimilate the world, and they'll get ahead of the game. And he's got he gets some. Come on, let me just finish this crap. Oh. So yeah, they basically make plans to they kind of Ocean 11 it again, and they say goodbye to Guinan. Goodbye, Guinan. Whoa. Meanwhile, the Bull Queen has got a bunch of commandos that he's got that she's infecting with nanoprobes, and they're all becoming bull. See, and that's the strike force that will be attacking La Serena next time we see them. Oh God, make it end. And then when this is over, we got the invariably shit and unwatchable Brave New World. It's going to be awful. It's going to be awful. Unless the apocalypse happens and the Messiah comes, which is what I am hoping for. Oh! My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.